is up, Pistol Nation? Today we got a brand new game just came out. It's called Magic ManaStrike. So this is basically Clash Royale meets Magic the Gathering in a sense. That's like the best way to explain it. I'm playing the game for a few hours and I was just going to go over some basic beginner tips and tricks for you if you're just starting out. Now, I feel like a lot of these tips are going to be like universal basically for like if you ever played Clash Royale or any kind of game like that. I think what's that other game? Magic Duelist game. There's another one. There's a bunch of games that are kind of like this, but they all kind of are the same in a sense of the play style. First thing I want to say is make sure you rank up as fast as you can and unlock the team feature, which is right here. I'm kind of in the way of it, but there's this thing called team feature and it's basically a guild. You want to make sure you get to this as fast as possible. Once you do that, make sure you join a team right away. There's a lot of good benefits from joining a team. You can practice with your guild mates. You can do casual matches, you know, test the new cards out you got, talk strategies. You can request cards, which is very important. So if you need some cards, you can request some cards. What you do is basically you'll collect cards, and then if you get duplicates, you use the duplicates to power up the cards and increase their level. They have a team shop. You're going to use your team coins, my coins. You got bronze, silver, gold. You could buy various cards in here, rare cards, which are like cost gold ones, and more commons and uncommons are a little bit cheaper. And the info section just basically shows you who's joining, who's in the guild right now, who's online, who's playing. The biggest thing, though, is team missions. So right here on the left-hand side, you're going to see it says, right now we got a mission going on. It says, destroy enemy guardian. So 72 out of 2100. And you actually get prizes for this. So it's very important. You want to make sure you're taking advantage of these because there's a lot of good rewards for joining a team and doing these missions, right? So first tip is play the hell out of the game and unlock the team feature. Join a team right away. Second thing I want to say is you want to make sure you kind of decide which team you want to go with. Now, there are 5 different styles. We have the red, which is like the fire, and then we have the white character, the white team, basically. We got green. This is the green, and you got your dead, the undead. This is like purple, but I believe they call it like black in the game. And then you have blue. This is like water. Gold is really hard to come by in this game. You use gold right here. I only got 320. You use gold to increase the level, right? So let me show you an example. Right here, I got this vampire guy. It says 2. So I can level this up right now because I got enough cards. 4 cards. I'm going to level it up. See, yeah, it costs a lot. 1200. It costs some of these cost a lot to power up. This one's a little bit cheaper. This one's 300 though. Like some of them are really expensive. And I only got 300. So be mindful of leveling up your cards. You know, just because you can level it up, don't just level it up. Be mindful of the cards you want to level up. If you're not going to use the card, if the card sucks, there's no reason to waste your gold. I'm telling you, don't waste your resources on cards you're not going to use. And now, one thing you're going to say is, well, how do I know if it's good or not? Well, right here, they got training. You could go in training, and you could basically go to training mode and test the cards out against these like random generated computers. You know, so test the cards out and see how good they are. Don't upgrade cards you ain't going to use because you're going to waste your resources being gold. So here's the basic battlefield of it. You got your big main tower right here. I'm just going to talk and let this kind of run through. Your big main tower, this is what you're trying to take down, is this big thing right here, this one. Then there's these 2 sub-towers right here, and you want to take these down too. So you got to take one of these sub-towers down, and then you could take down the big tower. You could take down the other sub-tower. So like I said, it's very Clash Royale. You have 10 mana. You have your mana generates at the bottom. You have your cards right here. You'll drop a card. And they have spell cards. I could drop this. It'll drop this little fireball meteor thing. And this is how it is. Now, let me see. Am I in the way? I am not in the way. Right next to me, right here. You see this little girl? They're called Planeswalkers, right? And they're special characters. They're basically your themed character. This is red, blue. Yeah, they all got their special characters. This character right here does not cost any mana to drop. You could drop them wherever the hell you want. But the catch is you only have 3 of these to start out with. You only got 3. So you got to be mindful of your special character drops, your Planeswalker. Wherever you drop them, you know, you don't just drop them because you could drop them. Drop them wherever the hell you want. Try and come up with a strategy. They also have spells. So if you go here again, it has a spell. Now, if you don't know what the hell it is, click and hold. Inflicts massive AoE damage and pushes the enemies. So you'll just drag it and then you'll drop it. So I'll drop my character right here. Doesn't cost any mana. Now I want to use her spell. I'm going to go like this. And then I'll use it right here. And then her spell goes off. Alright? Special ability, whatever it may be. So you're basically just putting these troops out on the field, and your objective is to take down the enemy base. Now, you got to be careful because, like Clash Royale, there's different costs, there's different types. They're all different things. Now, right now, we're in the double points, double mana regenerate. When it goes to double regenerate, you will get another one. So, all in all, you will get 4 Planes characters, but to start out, you only get 3. But then when the double mana starts, you'll get 1 more. So there's different counters. There's different all kinds of things. So you got to learn the counters. You got to know. If somebody drops a big heavy tank, you want to swarm the tank. Swarm the tank with lots of little minions because the tank can't take out all the different minions. So you got to overwhelm the tank. And then vice versa. If you have someone who's dropped a whole bunch of characters on you and they drop like a swarm and you know you don't know what to do, drop an AoE damage dealer. So drop somebody who does AoE damage and can just easily wipe out a swarm. Thing has a counter, right? Like the triangle, you got your tanks. Your tanks defeat like the regular units, but then you need like the swarm to defeat the tanks. And then the AoE damage dealers defeat the swarm. It's like a, you know, triangle. Everything counters a certain thing. You got to be careful with leveling your cards. Don't waste your gold, like I was saying. That was just an example. Don't judge me on that. I was trying to lose and just talk and show you guys and girls the battlefield. One really cool thing they got is they got this magic pass. So this is basically like a battle pass, if you know what a battle pass is for any other type of games. So they have these like magic passes for the season. And it's cost 790 gems right here. So roughly speaking, 790 gems would be about $5, a little bit more than $5. It's probably like maybe $6 for just doing one season. You get a lot of good stuff. You get a Planeswalker. You'll get 1 Planeswalker, a new one. You'll get a skin selection for your Planeswalker. You'll get a battle reward bonus, and you'll get a spark for all team members, special things. So there's a lot of good things. This season, the season pass is pretty good. If I was gonna spend money in the game, I would go with the season pass. So they have 2 versions of it. I'm gonna like move myself over here for the side for a second. They got 2 versions. So as you can see, it says common reward. Now this is for everybody, free to play players. You will get that top reward, and you get this by doing playing the game and winning and doing quests. So right now at the top it says 20 hours until next quest. See, I did my quests already, but you can still get points by playing the game and winning and stuff. So right now I got my 2 first battle passes. I did my 3rd one already. I'm working towards 40 right now. So I will get all of these common ones at the top. You don't have to pay any money. You'll get the common ones. But if you do want to buy the battle pass, you will not only get the common ones, but you're going to get the bottom ones. These bottom ones are the premium rewards. So these are for the battle pass owners. So right here, you'll get this guy. He's pretty good. He's pretty good Planeswalker. You'll get all these little, you get emojis in this, and you'll get all the bottom and the top if you buy the battle pass. So it's pretty good value. I will say that the battle pass, I think, is personally worth it if you're going to play this game a lot and you really enjoy it. The battle pass is really good. You earn these regular battle packs just from winning games. So there's tons of different ways to get cards. I just personally have been noticing that I've been kind of struggling with the gold. So be mindful of your gold spending. Don't just upgrade all your cards. You got your like rank, and this is like the season rank, and as you win games you can rank up. Right now I'm Pioneer 2, and again you get more rewards as you reach higher ranks, other ways to get gold and different ways to get cards and stuff. And one really cool feature that I really like about this game is they have Magic TV. They have this thing called Magic TV. Now, because I'm in a team guild, right? When one of my players in my guild is actually in a battle, I didn't know if you've noticed, but this little like icon will pop up that says Magic TV, and you can actually spectate live one of your guild members' battles, like in ranked gameplay. It's so cool, and you can watch other people, right? So we can go to like Magic TV right now, and we can just go and we could watch these other people play. Like right now it says spectate available, spectate a friend or team member's match. And you can turn this on or off, but like it says how long the match is going, what their rank is. The little star is their rank. So here we go. We're watching somebody in my guild's match right now live. This is pretty cool. I really like this. So we can like watch and see what their strategic plan is, and see, you know, maybe if you're struggling and you don't know what to do, you could watch some of your teammates who maybe are better than you, see what they're doing, and, you know, figure out what you're doing wrong. So I think that's what's so good about this game is the whole, like, these type of games are very hard to get into and understand, right? Because you got to learn all the different cards. You got to learn the counters. You got to spend a lot of time in these type of games to, you know, be good and try and get to that top level. But this game gives you so many different ways for, you know, team members to interact and help each other out and just kind of come up with new strategies and plans and figure out what's the best build, what cards should I put in my deck, what cards should I take out of my deck. So this game has got great interaction for your teammates to, you know, help each other. So I love that. And we're watching this dude. He's not doing too good, but he's got a really good push going right now. It's just really fun to watch this game. It's too much to say. It's basically a game like Clash Royale. You just got to learn all the cards. And that's one of the biggest things I suggest is just play the game and experiment and learn all the different cards. Learn the counters and just try and experiment and come up with like what's the best deck, what is your play style. Do you want to swarm your enemy and have low mana cost and just swarm them? Do you want to go with high mana cost and try and just, you know, play to the double mana and try and like play slow at the beginning, and then when the double mana comes out, then you can put out your big boys, like swarm the big boys that you got. So it's a lot of different ways to play the game. I really like this game. It's pretty cool. Right now, the events is locked. I'm trying to get to rank 3 so I can check out the events. But like I said, this game is really fun. And I'm going to do some more videos on it. But I just wanted to do a basic overview and a basic, I want to say like a beginner's guide or something. But I'll have more videos for more tips and stuff. But one thing I do want to say is like when you're going into your battles, right, don't freak out and like panic if the enemy drops like 1 or 2 troops on you. So let me just go to training real quick, and I just want to show you exactly what I mean by this. So like those side towers that you have, your like sub towers, they're actually really strong. They're like stronger than you think. If somebody drops 1 or 2, you know, characters, monsters, don't freak out. Like this guy we gotta address because he's like a tower killer. But if somebody was to drop like some weak little thing like this, like look at the top, watch the top. I dropped these 3, watch. They just get instantly destroyed and like they only get 1 little tiny hit off. So stuff like that, don't worry about. If your enemy just drops, if they only drop like 2 or 3, you know, if there's a very small push, you don't even worry about it. Don't waste your mana to try and defend it. But when you see like a big boy and you know like you got to defend against him because he's going to beat the hell out of your towers, then you got to address it. So it's just knowing when to use your mana and when not to. It's really just about managing mana usefully and just countering it, right? If your opponent uses a card that costs 3 mana, you want to try and counter it with a card that costs either the same or less. You never necessarily want to spend more mana to stop one of their cards that costed less mana. Otherwise, you're going to get burned in the end. You know what I mean? And vice versa. You just got to be mindful of the mana. You got to learn the points, what costs the most mana, and try and counter it with less mana. That way you'll always have mana regenerating and you can swarm the field. That's one of the biggest things with these type of games is you want to swarm the field and kind of overwhelm your opponent, because most of the time When somebody gets like swarmed, they panic and they just start dropping troops. If they see a bunch, they'll just start dropping troops and panic, and they won't think like, okay, I need to counter this. What can I, you know what I mean? And think, okay, if I drop this, it's not going to counter. It's going to be a waste of mana. So a lot of people panic. A lot of people panic when they get overwhelmed with a lot of troops. So you got to stay calm. You got to stay cool. You got to stay collected and just work on the strategies. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I will see y'all in the next video. Pistol whip that like button if you enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe button for more amazing mobile gaming. We're going to do more videos on this game. We're going to do all the different builds, the characters, what's the best build, what's the best faction to use. There's going to be so much content in this game. So I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.